Hello guys, coming up with one more video of Nifty options. Today is an expiry day. So today is the 20th Feb 2025 and today is Thursday. So Thursday is Nifty expiry. Let's experience how the RSI can be used to short options and to get the theta decay value, and when the option expires you can get all the benefits of theta decay and you can go in profit only if you are able to place the right trade. Now to place a right trade you need to have a strategy. Now my way of trading using RSI support and resistance strategy on Thursday expiry, Nifty Thursday expiry, is the same as I have told you in my previous videos. I look for support, I look for resistance. The top level of RSI is 60, the lower limit is 40. So the same concept needs to be applied today as well. Some people short options or let's say work on Thursday expiries with a non-directional method, but my way of doing it is a directional method. Okay, because RSI usually tells me, RSI actually not usually, but RSI tells me in what direction the price is going. Hence, my way of doing a Thursday expiry is directional. Okay, so let's jump into it and let's start analyzing two charts. One is 22,800 call chart and 22,800 put chart. Okay, I'll go to the call chart. Now this is a 3-minute time frame. RSI level, RSI top level is 60, RSI lower level is 40. I am looking for resistance on any of the chart, call chart or put chart. As soon as I find a good resistance and a relevant candle on the chart, okay, let me rephrase this. As soon as I get a resistance on the RSI side, okay, because I am executing RSI support and resistance strategy. As soon as I get a resistance on the RSI level, whether it is 40 or 60, and I get a suitable candle on the chart, I will take that trade for today, because today is the Thursday Nifty expiry day, weekly expiry day. Okay. So there was a gap down today here. Market closed here yesterday. That was Wednesday. Market opened here. And this is the gap down. Okay. So now we are waiting for a suitable candle to be formed here or to be formed here and a suitable resistance at the RSI level, then we will take a trade. Meanwhile, keep watching the market because this is a live market. If you are not watching it live on the 20th of Feb 2025, then if you're watching this video in the future, you can analyze what type of trade it was and why did I take it, and then learn from it. And probably if you have built your confidence by practicing this strategy, you can also go ahead and execute it if you work on options. Okay, but as I always say, risk management should be at the very important level in your trading. It should not be ignored. It should be taken care of. Just remember that you cannot lose your hard earned money and you cannot trade in stock market without a strategy. Okay, please follow me. You cannot spend or lose your hard earned money without having a proper strategy in the stock market. All right, let's become a little analytical now. We are trying to find a suitable candle. There is something going on. This is not moving. Let me refresh this. It's not moving at all. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so we have a resistance on 20 MA, but here the candle resisted, but here at the RSI level we don't find any resistance as per our strategy. So we'll wait. We'll not take this trade yet. Whether it is expiry or whether it is a regular day of the week, we have to be patient and we have to make sure that we deal or we trade only as per our strategy and not randomly. That's the key to retain your money in the stock market. You see, this is not a good candle. This candle, if if anybody would have thought that, oh, a big red candle is getting formed and then let's take a trade before before it tells me or before my strategy is ready or before my let's say that point of entry has been formed, somebody might think that let's take a trade, it will go my way. Usually it never does. 99% of the time it will never do that. So please make sure to wait for the right setup and only then enter. I'm talking about this candle. It's not it's not a good candle. Even if it is a big red with a big body, it's not a very good candle for shorting. There are various reasons this is a trending candle for sure, but this is not a good candle for our strategy, which tells us that we have to short here, short sell here. So this is the put chart, and you see that this was actually a right move, let's say, okay, let's analyze. Okay, let's say we are not getting a trade right now, and I'm trying to tell you something that happened today already at the put side. Okay, I always look for this kind of resistance. Always. The market started from the bottom here, it went up, the RSI went up, it resisted here. I would have definitely shorted here, no doubt. The candle was good enough, the size of the body and the size of the wicks were good enough, not the best, but the resistance over here was fantastic. I would have taken this trade, and as soon as I would have reached here, maybe I would have exited on this dodgy. Okay, if you don't want to exit on this dodgy, you can hold it. But the next tick was up, and this was again a trending candle, a green candle. So the fear of the market going in the opposite direction would have come, and somebody would have sold over here. So instead of taking, let's say this was the opening at 43, I would have closed at 36. So uh, almost like, what was this, 43 and 36, so a 9 point profit I would have got over here. But again the market went down, right? And then again I would have sold over here if I would have held it. Okay, but anyway, even this is a good setup, but because this is a dodgy, okay, this candle, because this is a dodgy, I will not be so confident in taking this trade. But the market did resist here. The RSI level did resist here, but it wasn't a perfect resistance. And also it wasn't a perfect candle. So it's better not to take such trades. Okay, but here it was a good setup, and 10 points would have been in my pocket. Okay, let's go back to the call side. Because we are talking about Thursday shorting, I'm not going to explain anything regarding the buy trade or the buy setup. Let's wait for the right setup for today's expiry trading. So according to my strategy, now after so many candles and sideways movement, I have found my edge over here. I see there is a resistance near level 40. Okay. So as per my strategy, this move, this direction, this resistance, RSI resistance, and the type of candle which is formed matches my setup. Now when it matches my setup, I don't think twice. Okay, again I'll repeat. The resistance at RSI level 40, the candle with a body which is bigger than the wick top and the bottom wick, and plus there are wicks with the body, right? That is also one of the important aspects that I look for. Now these 2-3 criterias are getting fulfilled. One more point in RSI is the RSI level has been coming from top, from here, okay, and moving here for some time, going down, and it resisted. Okay, so coming from top, moving a little sideways, going down, again 2-3 candles, and resisting at the level 40. Okay, so this kind of move in RSI is very suitable for my type of setup. Now I have placed the trade for the Thursday shorting and I have entered at 18. Okay, I have entered at 18. Now let's see where my setup takes me and where the stock market wants to move, where the price wants to move after my trade has been placed. So I hope you have understood why I waited, why I did not take the previous trade, because it was not as per my setup. I would have taken this because it was as per my setup, but I did not. I was a bit late, and this is where I am right now. Highlighting it a bit again so that it is clear where, because of which point I took this trade. Okay, here and here I have already mentioned it. Let's put some text, because if you all are watching it on mute, so I believe this text will help you. This is the entry candle, short at the closing price. Okay, I shorted at 17. Now I'm somewhere near 14. Okay, just waiting for the market to show where it wants to go. I hope you all are following me. I'm eager to create a video. I'm eager to record a video regarding what the market is doing right now. It's actually moving in a sideways direction. I wouldn't say complete sideways, but what I have observed is for the complete week it goes up. Then the next week it starts coming down. Okay. Then again in the next week it starts going a little up. Maybe not at the same level where it went last time. But according to what I see right now, right, the behavior of the market, the behavior of the price, it is 80% denoting that the market is slowly, steadily moving downwards. It is trending down. It is not in a very great trend right now, but it is moving sideways, going up a little, coming down again, moving sideways, going up a little, coming down. But the downward force of the market is more than the upward force. Okay. So this is just some observation that I have been doing since the past 2-3 weeks. I am eager to create a video on that to show you all my analysis of how I perceive the Nifty 50 for now, because Nifty 50 actually gives you a larger picture of how the stock market is moving, because it consists of the top 50 companies in the stock market. Okay, we'll wait for a few more minutes. Let's say for 2 to 3 more candles, and then we'll decide where we want to exit or we want to hold the trade, and we want to add to the trade. I mean, this is like adding to the profitable trades. We have not discussed this anytime. This is going to be a new topic which I will come up with at a later point. But for now, my focus is completely on RSI support and resistance. And I want to give you as many examples as possible in futures and options. So today, that is why I took this time, and I'm showing you all how the market behaves, how the options behave on the expiry day, and what we can expect. Basically, expectation should not be there. It should all be based on your setup and your strategy. Let the market do anything after you place the trade. It doesn't matter to anybody. and it should not matter to you. So a great observation, okay? A candle that I was expecting so that I can explain something about this dodgy candle. I'll mark this for you. Okay, just watch this candle. It's a doji. It's a clear doji. Now, whenever such candle occurs, this doji candle occurs. Let me remove this. It's actually blocking the view. I'll just take an arrow and mark it. Whenever such dojis occur, the direction of the trade actually cannot be, judged. I mean, it's a very confusing candle, right? Because dojis are basically formed when both the sides, the buyer side and the seller side, are almost equal. Maybe there was a selling pressure before, maybe there was a buying pressure before. Hence, you see these two big wicks. But eventually, when the candle closes, you see a very thin body because at that time the buyers and the sellers were equally contributing in the market. Okay. Hence, whenever this kind of candle occurs, we have to be very vigilant about our next steps. Very vigilant because the next candle after that can suddenly be a big green candle. Okay. If you're at the short selling side, then a very big candle, very big green candle after that will tell you that the market is now going to go up from here, right? This is what I perceive when I see a big green candle after a doji, a green doji especially. Because then what happens? Let's check the price action. Okay, a good candle with a green good size body, a doji which is confused about where to go, and a next green candle which has a big body, equal wicks on both the side, or maybe just the lower wick or just the upper wick. Okay, this will tell me that the probability of market going up from here becomes more. So I should ideally exit, okay, if I get a green candle after this. If I am at a loss, it's fine, I should exit. If I am at break even, I should exit. But if you are not sure that you want to exit, you can hold on till the candle closes. Wait for the next candle to appear, which in this case I have done. Okay. And the probability of market going up or down is completely dependent on the next candle after the doji. Okay. So for me, holding on to this trade proved good for now. The price is at 13 currently. According to what I have seen before, okay, in options, I see this price somewhere till 7, 6 or 7. From there, because today is an expiry day, once the market reaches at this level, okay, this is my perception, okay, this is what uh, I see and I have seen in the past. When this price reaches 6 or 7, people who are um, I mean the traders, not the people, the traders who are holding some options, okay, they might suddenly pump in the money, a lot of money, a lot of quantity, okay, and the market will there will be a surge from this point, okay, from, let's say, let me mark this trend line, somewhere between 6 and 7. Once this price reaches at this level, there will be a bounce back from here. This is what I think. Okay, so let's see how this is moving. Here, 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 and then it will be something like this. Okay, something like this. And then from here again the market might come down to go to 0. Okay, this is what I think. Now, I have already shown you all how I trade on expiry day, how I could have traded before. If I would have opened the market at 9:15, I would have got one more trade here. This was not a very solid trade, not a good setup. If you only consider RSI, it was a good setup, not 100%, but like an 80% good setup. And if I come here, this was not 100% setup, but a good enough setup for me to take a trade. Okay. Now the market is again going sideways. It is basically having short swings, small swings. And from here, I suspect, the probability of the market going down till the price 7, till the level 7, is more. Okay, according to what I've seen in the past. So keep watching. We'll see what the market does. As you see, the market is moving up from here, right? It's trying to move up. It's trying to move up. My high of the entry candle is 1950, and most probably my exit or my stop loss here will be 2110 or 21. Okay, the high of the previous candle, but I'm still expecting this move to come down from here because it is resisting, trying to resist on 20 EMA, and plus the market has become a little slow, so it might move again at the 40 level. Let's see how it behaves. I'm just waiting for a breakthrough, and then we'll decide whether we want to keep moving ahead with this trade or I will exit. Keep watching. Again, guys, an interesting candle here. This is again a doji. The market is going bonkers, doesn't know where to go. Not really. But yes, I would say the traders who are participating right now in the market are really confused about, or the big players are still not live in the market. So all the traders, including buyers and sellers, they are selling at the same time, people are buying, and the quantity of buy and sell trades are almost equal to each other, hence the dojis are getting formed. So there is this doji, one more doji, one more doji, and from here it's really not sure where it's going to go. uh, yeah, let's wait and watch. The call side has completely gone sideways. Completely sideways. It see the RSI level, RSI section. This is totally moving between 60 and 40. That means there is no trend at all. Completely sideways. Please don't even dare to take any trade in this kind of movement, in sideways movement. Okay. So we'll skip the CE, the call side right now. We'll focus on my trade. Okay, guys, perfect. What I was expecting did happen. After this doji, there was a good, nice movement down. And it's not a very great candle, I would say. If you look at the volume also, it is not a great volume. Yes, what I wanted, it happened. And the price is now moving a bit, closer to the target that I have set here, near the trend line that I have drawn. Okay. I'm still not saying the market is moving in my direction. I'm saying the probability of the market going down from here slowly is increasing after this big red candle. Okay. So keep watching, hold on, and let's finish this move, and then you can exit this video and I will also exit the trade. After this market came down, it came down till 10. It started moving sideways. Now this sideways movement again tells me that I don't know what's going to happen, right? I'm not here to predict anything. And I suggest that you also try not to predict anything, but keep moving with the market, keep analyzing each candle. Now, all these candles that I've highlighted here in this box, in this box are dodgies. All the candles are dodgies. Okay. Market is not able to decide. Traders are almost equal. Buy side, sell side are almost equal. But according to what I see right now, I still, I am on the side where the market will go down till my level where I have highlighted this trend line. Okay. Ideally, I want to exit here because there are so many sideways candles. I don't want to take a chance of the market again taking me on the opposite side. So I will take a decision on this candle whether I want to stay or I want to exit. If this is a bearish candle and a trending bearish candle, not a doji, I will stay in this trade. Else I will exit. Okay, let's wait and watch. Let's take a quick look at the call side. Here there is some swing. Okay, and I see now I see a good move over here where it resisted. Okay, this looks good. I see one more resistance here. Okay, let me quickly show you. I will definitely exit now on the put side. I see the market is reversing. So I will exit over here. So I'm entry candle is this. I entered at 17. I'm exiting at around 11. Right. So I got a profit of 6 points. Not very great, but I see that profit of 6 points in few minutes is good enough. Okay. Now let's come to the call side. Good resistance. But the next candle, this is the next candle. This is not good enough. This is a dodgy candle. So I wouldn't take a trade here. Again, resistance. Not a perfect resistance, but the resistance can be considered because a previous resistance came. The previous line resisted on upper limit 60. It came down again. It went up, but it resisted with a good red candle. My favorite type of candle, the red one. Okay. Let me write this. Perfect candle. Okay. So I will short here and then I will wait for what happens where the market takes me. I have placed the trade. Now I'll wait for my strategy to go in positive or it might go, in the reverse direction. So let's wait and watch again. I was about to complete the setup and the video here, but I would want to wait and see what happens here. Meanwhile, see the word always confuses, when we talk about the candle or, whether the candle is good or bad. So my analysis, I would say, I always try to say analysis, but it ends up, coming in my mouth as prediction. But prediction is the worst word that I can use in the stock market. Nobody can predict. Okay, nobody can predict what will happen in the stock market. It's all about the number of traders who are trading at this point in time. So my favorite candle, a perfect candle with a big body and with smaller wicks, smaller than the body, on both the sides. Okay, so let it go down. I have entered at 121. Now I'm at 115, 116. Let's see Let's see. Let's wait. Now, from a sideways market, uh, I think it will keep going down from here. And the opening of today's is here. The opening of today's market is here. Okay. This is the call side, by the way. And it depends on, a lot of things depend on how the Nifty 50 is going. Depending on how the Nifty 50 is behaving, this call side goes in that direction. So I'll still wait. This candle is not one of the good candles that I would want while I am in the market. This is not a promising candle, not a promising candle for trend. Yeah, see the market, the next candle from not a very good candle, it is actually going up. The next candle is going up. Let's wait for that candle to close. I I think the price should reach here at level 95, 96. It might bounce back from here. Okay, if the Nifty 50 goes up, but I'm thinking that the price should reach at the 95 level. Okay. Coming back to the put chart, what I said is going correct. The price is coming to the trend line that I uh, have drawn over here. Okay, so the price on the put side is falling because the price on the call side must be increasing at the Nifty 50 level. Okay, so see what happens is that both side will have some kind of theta. Both side will have some theta decay, call side and put side both. But eventually at ATM, usually one side will expire at zero and one side will not expire at zero. Okay, that is the usual behavior. So as I already exited the market here, but the market still went ahead and the price still went down from here. I'm expecting it to get over here, over at my trend line and then bounce back from here. Okay. If it doesn't bounce back from here, it might again go till, uh, till this trend line. Let me draw it. It might again go till here and it might bounce back, but this will not be a permanent bounce back. This can be a bounce back, sudden surge, and it might come down from here again to become zero. Okay. On the call side, I'm not sure. It is still again, it is again going sideways, but I am in profit right now. So I will still wait because the RSI is still moving in between 60 and 40. So I'll wait according to the candles. I don't see any trending or any big significant trending candles here according to the price action. So I'll keep holding it till a point where I see that from here the market will now go up. Okay. So I hope that you have learned how to analyze, how to uh, place a trade using RSI support and resistance strategy on Nifty Thursday weekly expiry. Okay, so I'll end this video by saying learning is greater than not doing anything in the stock market. Learning is greater than not doing anything in the stock market. Okay, stock market has a great capability of giving money to the people who learn and execute, and the stock market has exponential capability of taking away your money if you don't learn but try to execute. Okay, hear this out again, go back a little, hear me out again what I'm saying. This is with experience. Even I have done mistakes. I don't want y'all to do big mistakes. Little mistakes learning, smaller mistakes learning, very minute mistakes again learning, and then coming to a point where your mistakes are not unknown, right? You place a trade, it goes in the opposite direction, but that won't be your mistake because you took a trade as per the strategy, but the market at that time bought in more buyers or more sellers, and hence it went in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is a big journey that you have to go through. You will need patience, you will need meditation, you will need courage. There is no room for fear, there is no room for expectations. There is no room for fear, there is no room for expectations. So trade with strategy, trade with confidence. You should know where to exit, you should know where to take a loss. These are the points that you need while being in the stock market and to sustain in the stock market. I will see you in the next video, but before I leave, I request you to like the video if you have learned something today, learned about Thursday shorting weekly expiry of Nifty using RSI support and resistance. strategy. So subscribe to my channel if you are a new viewer. Why I ask you to subscribe? Because I have also proven in the past that I'll be giving you more learnings, different analysis of the same strategy, different view of the same strategy in different types of markets. Okay. Coming up with the next video, it will again be on RSI support and resistance, but with a different trend, with a different price action, and with a different learning. Whoa, whoa, look at this. Wow, this is the candle that I was looking for. Now, this is a pure breakout candle, but wait. Now, before considering this a pure breakout candle, you first see and analyze this candle. It has a very big body, it has a good volume bar which matches the body, but it has very small wicks, very small wicks. So what happens is that this kind of candle usually tells people that it is a breakout candle because it broke the level which I had marked. What level did it break? The level of the It broke the level of the opening candle of today. Opening candle of today. Okay. Entire market from here till here it was resisting this point, but this candle broke it. It does not mean that it will not go up from here. Okay. But the way we took the trade, okay, we took into consideration the RSI resistance, perfect resistance. Then again it resisted over here. We took this trade with a very beautiful candle, a perfect candle with a bigger body and smaller wicks. And we are in good profit here. We took the trade at 120. Here we exited at 94. So a good profit of 15 points, approximately 15 points, right? Share this video with people whom you know who want to trade Nifty expiry, weekly expiry. All right, see you in the next video.